teaches us there is no greater act of love than to lay down one's life for one's friends. Ryan laid down his life for his friends, for his country, and for our freedom, and we will never forget Ryan.
That was President Trump at Tuesday's speech to a joint session of Congress saluting the sacrifice of fallen Navy SEAL William Ryan Owens. His widow, Carryn, the president's special guest for the address, receiving a standing ovation. Very moving moment. But some critics are accusing the president of turning her into a political prop. Earlier, Waters World spoke with one of those critics, former NSA analyst John Schindler. Take a look.
So, John, we have some of the things you tweeted about this, and let's show the audience what we have. Bad decisions happen. War is war. Right until POTUS publicly exploits a widow whose husband's body is still warm. F that, F all that. Also, if watching POTUS publicly exploit Chief Owens' grieving widow didn't make your skin crawl, I worry about you as an American and as a human. So, John, let me ask you just directly here, why are you attacking a grieving widow?
Oh, I'm not attacking Mrs. Owens in any way.
You actually are, though, because you're insinuating that she's a victim and being exploited as a political prop.
Are we really supposed to think that the widow of a Navy senior chief is going to tell the White House, no, I really can't make it to this event? Come on, get real.
Well,
this is
no,
political
at first
theater.
she said she didn't want to go, and then she decided to go. She's going under her own free will. No one made her go.
Sure, whatever. Look, of course she's not literally coerced into going, but come on. Let's be honest. I have no problem. I have no problem with the president honoring Mrs. Owens. What I have a problem with is hours before, he'd completely passed the buck and said they, meaning the senior military leadership, had gotten her husband killed. They lost him, was what he literally said.
This isn't
what does that mean?
This isn't about the raid. And we can play the game all you want because President Obama threw generals under the bus for missing the rise of ISIS.
Absolutely he did.
So does that mean he can't honor any victims from San Bernardino? Of course it doesn't. He can honor whoever he wants. And it's not about the raid. Like I said, it's about this widow and about her husband.
It is about the raid.
And it's about the long service that he has given this country. What's wrong with honoring that?
There is nothing wrong with honoring that. There's something wrong with honoring it when you give contradictory answers about what happened here. As I said, mistakes happen. War is war. We lost a member of a Navy SEAL team, and that's awful. That does happen. That's not the issue here.
Let me ask you a question, because I just want to see if you're consistent. When Hillary Clinton trotted out the Khan family, Gold Star parents, during the DNC, were they being exploited also?
Well, their son hadn't died a month before. I don't think it's exactly the same situation.
You're splitting hairs, my man.
No, I'm not.
You just did.
I mean, look, if they wanted to do it, they can do it. That's fine.
Okay, so if they wanted to do it, it's okay.
Do I get to talk here?
But if she wanted to do it, it's not okay? Go ahead.
Do I get to talk here?
Go ahead.
Do I get to talk here? My point, which you blew off in splitting hairs, is that President Trump threw this entire raid under the bus, denied his ultimate responsibility as the commander-in-chief. Indeed, he said this was cooked up under Obama. That's true. By the way, the Bay of Pigs raid was cooked up under President Eisenhower. President Kennedy executed it. JFK didn't try to pin that on Ike.
We can play this game.
He was the commander-in-chief.
John, we can play this game all you want. Hillary Clinton, during a speech at the funeral of Chris Stevens, who lost his life in Benghazi, blamed an internet video. I mean, it's politicians do these things. Because you're saying that this guy, President Trump, is exploiting this person because the raid didn't go as smoothly as planned. War is war. I agree with you. But I can't even believe that you would denigrate the service and sacrifice of this family by accusing her of being a pawn for the president. You wouldn't say that to her face, would you, John?
Sure. Absolutely.
You would say that to her face. You know what? If you would actually say that to her face, you'd probably get slapped in the face.
No, I served in the Navy. Did you?
I didn't, and I thank you for your service. But I think your hate for Trump is clouding your compassion. I want you to react to this. Hold on. Taya Kyle, the widow of Chris Kyle, American sniper, had this to say. Patronizing her is a cowardly and a cheap attempt to discredit the legitimacy of the recognition she stood on to accept on her husband's behalf. The expression of gratitude Carryn Owens accepted was not just for the one fateful day he was killed, but for his years of service in fighting the war on terror as a silent professional. How would you like to react to that?
Fine. She's a SEAL widow as well. That's her right, and that's her opinion, and that's great. This is America. You can say what you want. I do want to raise one issue with you. You do realize, did you do your research? You realize I was an extremely harsh critic of Hillary Clinton over Benghazi, over the lies, over the video. Did you do any research on that?
I researched you, and I found you to be a Trump hater as well. And I think you should be ashamed of yourself for putting down this poor widow and saying that the entire country is, you know, out of bounds for applauding this beautiful moment. Everybody in America thought this was a beautiful moment except you and a few kooks.
Me and a few kooks. Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah.
Okay, if you want to throw in with these people on The View and you want to throw in with Michael Moore and Bill Maher, that's fine. But the rest of this country thought that was a powerful moment, and it was about her. It wasn't about your political agenda.
Well, I don't
I'll give you the last word.
Agenda, actually.
I'll give you the last word.
Well, maybe if you'd served, you'd have a better perspective. Not having served, you don't. And that's cool. God bless America.